Like a Hellcat.
Good to hear it. Keiko reporting for duty. #1 mod. Good to see you in chat. Good to see you supporting your team. Big matchup here in the AEL Division number 7, Group A, between Extremity Black and Annex Anzu. Good evening, Gammy. Thank you for the follow. That emo is so strange, I can't lie. I can't lie. That is something else. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along. How are we doing this fine evening? A fine Sunday it's been. I hope for most of you spent a lot of it with the family this weekend. It's been great fun. We've been away, me and the wife, and then now just the little one was getting a wee bit of time at the park and chilling out. He's been at the zoo all week at the weekend as well. It's been a great weekend here. Sunny Scotland. Doesn't happen very often, but I'm glad of it. It's been such a good one for us to chill, relax, and take a wee bit of time for ourselves. However, back in action once again here. Another cast coming along your way between two teams here in Division 7. AEL is their first matchup of the season for this one as well. Extremity Black versus Annex Anzu. And speaking of which, let's go to team lineups to start with here. Extremity Black. Team that will be taking part in tonight's matchup will be Storzy, Japsai, Pryor, and Gallus. Gallus, the fellow Scotsman himself. Looking forward to seeing him in action once again here for this Extremity Black roster. Hoping that they have a good wee bit of gameplay. Division 7 seems very low for a player of his calibre, that's for sure. But we'll wait and see how he performs tonight. He's not one of these stand-up players in this roster or in this match. I'll be very surprised at that, because that boy surely can gun. On the other hand, though, you've got that Annex Anzu roster. It's going to be Detrimi, Fion, Ravs and Fulio. Well, hopefully they don't make a fool of us, but Extremity Black will be looking to make sure that that is not on them. Another squad we have not really witnessed any of the members of, so it'll be good to see how these guys fare in tonight's matchup. Both sets of teams relatively new for myself to cast along, but I'm sure it's going to be a cracking matchup for sure anyway, no matter what. With the two sides looking to battle it out, we're going to have to speak about the series maps that we'll be seeing as well. I mean, that's what it comes down to. That's the most crucial lineup. It is a best of 5. And on that best of 5, we are going to see this map pool. Hardpoint will start up on Vault, followed by a Search and Destroy on Red Card. Love to see it. I love a little bit of Red Card gameplay, I can't lie. Then you go on to the Control Hacienda. Good thing about this whole set of map set is it's going to be 5 different maps if we go the distance. We'll be going to a Skyline Hardpoint for another bang out map if we go to map number 4. And if we go the distance, if both teams can't settle their differences here, we will go to the good old map that we've all loved and are glad to see it back in the pool, I'm sure. But a Rewind Search and Destroy. We'll rewind it right back and see what these boys can do in the Search and Destroy in the end, if we get the distance. That is if we go the way to a map 5. We'll wait and see if that's going to be the case. We're just waiting on lobby codes and such like, and we will get ourselves ready and raring into this matchup. It's going to come at us fast. I watched an Annex game. No, I missed the Annex game. There was an Annex game in Division 5 playing on, and it went a quick 3-0. The game and the stream was finished within the hour. Wonder if we'll get the same here, or if we will see a little bit more of a challenge going into it.
wanted this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it index. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shit, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Beast in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, bitch, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
So, just waiting on these lobbies, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully not too much longer for you guys before we get into the action between these Division 7 sides for their first game in the AEL. First bit of gloating to be done, if they can do it, that is for sure. And we just vibe. We just vibe for now, right? That's the way forward. A little bit of music, a little bit of pre-hype music in the lobby while we wait around. And only got a couple of people in the lobby, which is strangely enough. I mean, it's just the way it is, right? That's just the way it goes. We just have to wait and see. However long it takes the teams to get registered and registered in. I mean, starting at past, 10 minutes later, I think you get 15 minutes at the most till it all starts, till it should be kicked off. Just checking a few things in the background here as I have a couple of emails just to send in my way. need to respond to it, need to get things done, but that's just the way things go. Hold on. Remember, we are live over on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch as well this evening. So if there's anywhere you wish to watch it that's your preferred service, please do so. If you haven't already as well, make sure you hit me on that follows, hit the exclamation mark social. I'm pretty sure they come up. Let's see. Do they come up? Nah, they don't come up. I mean, they should. They're supposed to. Maybe that's because I've done it wrong, right? Exclamation mark socials. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. All the socials. To be honest, I don't need to change that because my X has changed. It is no longer the mark of G. It is... What is that? Stream elements. Let's get onto stream elements. Change that up a little bit. That command needs to change because we are at mark of G casts from now on. And we'll keep it that way. That should work now. Let's see what it does this time around if I do exclamation mark socials. There we go. That's much better. This is how legends are made, we said. Right. Starting to get teams in the lobby. All four teams are in. All four players of each team, should we say, are in. Extremity Black and Annex are here. Counting down the time. So we said, yeah, if you didn't see it before, the team lineups for this evening's matchup, if you're just joining us, Extremity Black are going to be Starzy, Japsai. That's absolutely Yapsy, but Japsai, either way counts. Pryor, Gallus. Oh, that team of Extremity Black. On the other hand, for Annex, you do have to Trimmy, Fion, Ravs, and Filio. Strange things are happening in lobby for now, though, as everybody seems to be on the same side, which is not the way we want it to be. That is not how we wish to be. We want to be starting off with one setup players, not the other. But they're all on the same lobby side and they're all ready to go, but they're all in vault. I don't know what's going on. We'll have to wait and see. Jabai. I know that's what he calls himself. That's what I got given is the list of players and names. That is the list we got. People are asking if they're ready, and on the screen it says they're on team 1. I mean, that's not going out. We need one person over on the other side. So, we know what way we're going, but we just need to change the settings in game now because they're ready and I'm not ready. So, So they know to tell me I need to change. That's what I like to see. That is the way we want. Annex, Anzu, there we go. And team 1 should be there. So Annex will be the team on one side. I'm ready to go when you are. And they're ready to kill. Lobby's ready to go. Everybody's ready to go. Overlays are ready and set to go. Should be ready to get into the match. First matchup, they said on Hardpoint, is going to be Vault, who's going to be shown up as that top one in this lobby for now. We're going to get into this scene. We're going to get into the matchup. We're going to get to see who is going to be a team to come out on top here and take the money straight out of that vault, straight into that round number 1 as we get underway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the series begins. Who will come out on top? Annex or Extremity? We're already hearing the shushing of the Annex roster. As we get into the matchup, here we go. We're going to be on board with Ravs. And we're going to see who's going to be getting these first bloods. The Gallus nade, the prior nade comes in. What a start to the map. Already 2 players dead. Extremity Black getting good control ready on to try and flip that spawns out. But Ravs comes back here from that respawn. Does get that kill on towards Starzy, looking towards top catwalk. Gallus, though, the player that we say is to keep an eye out, is already 2, but for 2. Back and forward to go on at that time. Starzy now trying to be the one-man band, trying to keep the control inside this hardpoint with the spawns being flipped out once again here. It's kind of back and forward in that kill feed. We're not seeing any overall gameplay as we jump on board with Gallus, looking to go on the outskirts through that pool side to no avail. Once again, it's a checkerboard kill feed as expected here. Blue and black on that screen. Extremity though is set up. They're already set up for Annex, looking for P2 control. In a great position to start it off. Do you have a player rotating around the back though? He is finished off by Fion. Challenge comes in for Leo and Gallus. They're finding a couple of kills in the back, but over on catwalk control you have Ravs trying to watch the player spotting around. Tries to challenge, doesn't win that gunfight. Unfortunate for them, but Annex are still in control and looking to keep that hardpoint under tight grip. Don't manage to do it here on the outskirts. Fion falls. Ravs is the last player prior. Gets a couple of kills in the feed. The break is in. Extremity Black. Final bits of challenge there. Ravs finishes off one. Fion coming for that reach out potentially, but shot up from top balcony. That's going to be the remainder of that scrap time in favour of Annex. Still, one more bit of challenge comes in from Starzy as he manages to find Ravs in that pursuit. Look at that back of the map though. 3 dead in the feed. Prior at the back. Knows where he's going. He's going up towards top arc control. A very solid position to be in, especially between these P3-4 rotations. There will be all that player making the rotation into the back. Are we going to get that knock? Fulio does do that. He finishes off the player in top arc. Picks up that AR. Finds the next kill. Traded out instantaneously. Trimmy trying to keep control there, but at least the Annex roster are keeping control of that P3-4 side spawn and keeping themselves and Extremity Bay. At Bay, there we go, there we go. Can we see the challenge in? Comes in middle map. Shoots that player off. Does spot that player up towards top catwalk. The nade will do some damage. He'll manage to get up his life, but Gallus kills his teammate and one other for good measure. Ravs have spotted that player on the flank. The challenge comes in though. Fion's going to be the player to chase him on down. Folio finds a second. 2 kills in a row. Make that 3 kills in a row for Annex. It's making sure they have got full control here between P3 and 4. And the massive money hill has already started. Fion inside. Gallus, you can see just trying to die for it. Players being picked off back and forward. But Annex with a good solid lead here of 40 points going their way. And Fion's not had to do anything yet because the players on the outskirts are doing all the work. Couple of kill team needs go in. Yapsy will kill himself and Gallus for good measure. But now Fion finally gets a challenge inside that hardpoint. Wins that 1A. Wins the gunny. 30 seconds still left to play on it. And the challenge is coming in. Starzy. Fion makes it 5, so he makes it 6. Sit down. Gallus and Yapsy will fall. Fionn in control. And another 7 in a row. Oh, he doesn't manage to make it 8, but I'm pretty sure he managed to build some streaks there. We'll just make sure in just a second as we will jump on board. Well, he did get that Hellstorm missile earned, which will be crucial, but they have a 70-point lead. Going back into our first set of rotations. Here we go. Back into P1 we go. Pryor just there. Top catwalk. Fionn looking to try and build a wee bit of a spray here, but doesn't manage to do so. It's looking good here for Annex. Nobody challenging for P1 control yet. Ravs does some shots into the back of his teammate who will end up falling. But at least he got the trade. Good challenge here for Ravs. He picks up that SMG as well. He's starting to take that to some good work. Can he find another shot in the back towards Starzy? He does do. Annex looking in full control here. Eventually the break will come in, but they still have that P2 spawn side for just a moment. Although it looks like Extremity Black have the opportunity. Trimmy, who's not looking great so far, has managed to win that gunfight, which might be crucial to win that back spawns. But he is being chased down and chased down to no avail. Doesn't work out. Getting the players in the cross though. Good challenge from Fulio as he does manage to deal with one. Got another player, Yap, trying to find the players. Going towards that back spawn. Annex, who were in full control of P2 last time out, are still in control, but not by much. Players have got that close spawn. But one gunfight will be crucial here, and that's going to be the pinch opportunity coming in. Ravs is looking good though inside the hill. Challenge comes in. Break is in. Extremity back in control. P2 spawns, but not in control of the hard point for now. As they're trying to find the kills on the outskirts, they're not challenging that hill. They're still giving time away, and that's a full 100 seconds that are going the way of Annex. And you know what? That is very unfortunate. With Extremity in control of that spawn, they have not got the time that they require here, and they're going to be a full 110 seconds, maybe 120 seconds going into P3. And it was a quick break last time, an early rotation from them as they want to hold these next two hills fully to get even a chance of winning map number 1. Caliso from the top art has spotted one. He's going to be traded out as Trimmy will find a 1. Spots Pryor as well, adds a second, looking to find a third. Going to get caught timing at best. He finds it though. Gallus comes into art. Hasn't got control. I'm sure Trimmy is going to be chowed up here in top art for sure. He's going to make sure he can check. Gallus does challenge it. He sees the shadow. He's going to go to take some shots early and weaken Gallus a little bit, so Gallus is going to have to back down. But Annex are taken to this within 50 seconds of the win. It's going to be exceptional hardpoint from here on out from Extremity Black to try and find that comeback. Gunfights do go grey for Extremity Black as they will get the full wipe and try to get that little bit of scrap time. Only 8 more seconds to go play for it, but it's about P4 control. That's going to be Fionn making sure he can find some control with that. Hellstorm is not done, no, nothing found from it. But the first kill inside the hardpoint is done. Ravs trying to make the way in, but Gallus is there to deal with him. On the inside, Gallus will be traded out. And Yapsy keeping himself alive, but he's the last man left here of Extremity Black. And that's going to be Fulio pinching him out of the way. The control, hardpoint, 37 seconds, can't be won here still. But they still have good control of that P2. And they're all going to be coming and funneling through mid, trying to cut down the time that is required. A 100-point club is looking on the cards here as Fionn continues the spree once again in the same position as he did last time round. Inside P4 rotations, makes it to 6, tries to find a 7th, can't do so, but the challenge comes in. Rav's shooting through that doorway, expecting to find some more kills, but only 8 more seconds of scrap time. P1 could be where it ends here, or potentially if Extremity Black can find some good time, maybe push it to at least P2 and see if they can get some stronghold and get past that 100-point mark, because at this point in time it looks like a 100-point club coming in. The next player to follow in though is going to be Fulio. Trimmy does find the double. Fulio finds the 3rd. That's 3 dead. This is time. They only need 12 more seconds. Nobody's hopping that zone on P1. They're building streaks. They're finding kills. Fulio is just shooting them down. Trimmy's going to top down. That's going to be time they needed. 6 more seconds required here for map number 1 to be well and truly ran through. All the kills are going their way. Back and forward it goes, though. Folio jumps on down the challenge. The double. That's going to win them the hill. And that will win them the round. Annex Anzu. Map number 1. Unbelievable. Can't call it any better than that. A solid first map. And I can't say I'd see it going any other way after that. The Annex Anzu roster looking sublime. I don't know what else to say about that, but I don't think they will want to see that very often from Annex Anzu. Go to that one caster. We will change that score line on the doors as well there, because with it 1-0, Annex just looking sublime. Looks like we're keeping the host, we're keeping that going that way. Annex Anzu will take map number 1 with solid work. Close one says, was it? Yeah, I mean, that was the closest match I've seen so far this evening. That is for sure. However, can't say it was the closest of match we were expecting to see. I'm sure teams will be looking to bounce back in the S&D here, especially after that. You do not like to be 100-point clubbed. It's bad enough sometimes being in that situation where you lose the map. But as it stands, a 250 to 86. We're swapping around team sides. It's going to be the other way around. We will swap around now, and there we go. So, Annex Anzu leading the way in sublime form, which means so far we're going to be looking at red card search and destroy for a bounce back from Extremity Black here. That's what they're looking to do. That's the plan of action. See if that will come into fruition now as we move into a different, slower paced game mode, which might work in our favour. Maybe finding some good picks, maybe finding some good opportunities here as we do get into that map and ready to go here in that series. Maybe they just needed to warm up Extremity Black. Maybe they just needed to find their edge, as Extremity Black will be on the attacking round early on. Here we go, on board with Gallus, as he'll be looking to do some first blood work. Long range with that AR in hand. And your nades going over to that left hand side, just down that A street, and nothing being picked off yet. Slow and steady, slow and melodico. I don't know what the plan is, but Gallus does spot Trimmy up top. Now they look to make moves. Is now that the opportunity. Extremely Black have decided, right, we are going B bomb site. That is where we're going. That is where we're looking to go to. And Yapsy with that bomb in hand. Noise being made. Glass being shot. The stun's going to stun himself. That is unfortunate. That's going to slow him down a little bit. But Gallus does come in. Shots are all over the place. Yapsy looking to try and deal something here. Does find one for that trade, but that's all four dead. And that is the quick round over as Annex close it out here on the defense. This time round, we'll jump on board with Fulio. Was Annex going to be a little bit faster paced than that Extremity Black is? And it looks like it is the case. Fulio going to be following up his teammate. They go full push towards that B bomb site as quickly as they possibly can. Challenge comes in. Starzy wins gunfight number 1 though. And now it's going to be Rav's site trying to fight an option. Does find one on towards Yapsy, but they're in a 2 versus 3 scenario. Ravs gets some shots onto Starzy. That's well read for a man who just come flying around the corner at such pace. Stun goes out. Bomb opportunity going down. Man, disadvantage though. As Pryor does find Ravs with the nade. The bomb does not go down, which means it's all down to that one final member of D Trimmy. On his own with three members of Extremity Black to deal with. Does he dipped out? The bomb's still there. He's not looking to do anything with it yet. Gallus, oh, they're just playing with their food here. Gallus comes sliding in again. Trimmy does win his gunfight though. Gets that reload in. He's going to get an opportunity though, but an AR in hand, close range. It's definitely going to come up with one of these SMGs here. Pryor gets the shots off. He finds a second. He's not going to find a third. So Extremity Black will come out on top with that. Annex almost brought that one back a little bit. Star's in a great position to find a trade onto Pryor. One going into round 3. Starzy, who has kept a little 2 from that round there, going into this next round. Very unlikely we'll see streaks earned here in the Search and Destroy. But you just never know, right? As Extremity Black look to put pressure forward, up towards that A Street. Shots going out. D Trimmy taking shots from up top window and up top balk. But Gallus at long range once again does pick off player number 1, and that's Ravs of the Annex Anzu roster, giving themselves an advantage as an attacker, a man advantage at that could come in clutch, but D-Trimmy makes it even. Knows where he is, finds the second kill, and D-Trimmy is 2 in a row. Managed to turn the tables a little bit better in their favour as Annex are looking to hold off once again in his defence. Looking for Extremity Black. Might have to do is they start making rotation round towards that B bomb site. Jump on board as Pryor is going to start peeking the doorway. The door is open. Hasn't spotted the player to his right. Fallon's there. Back and forward we go. It's all down to Yapsy. He does get stunned as well. He's got 3 players to deal with. The nades come out. Shots are iffy, but D-Trimmy falls. Beyond and Fulio, the players of Fs. Surely it's not going to be a big F for them. As he does beat the doorway. Great bit of play here from Yapsy, but he won't win that gunfight. Tries to do the Duke play. Annex Anzu will come out on top though, and they can hold that defense strong. Fionn wasn't falling too much. He did fall for it, but he reacts quick enough because Yapsy's shots were AWOL and Fulio was at least there ready in the background just in case. Looking slightly better in the stats wise here for Annex and seem to be finding more of the kills. They're only up 1 round, but in terms of their slaying power and what they're doing to the Extremity Black roster is second to none. Barely losing members throughout. Perhaps looking to go through VIP. Doors are already open. Oh, Yapsy's there. Yapsy will open up with first blood. Starzy finds the second. Challenge is coming in. They're actually full pressure here if you're Fulio. Does see 2. Starzy gets lots of bullets into that chest. Survives it though. And you're a 2v4 still. Extremity Black. Looking for a better round here as Yapsy finds the next 2 in this round. Last man alive is D-Trimmy and he's right next to him. Doesn't find Yapsy. Gallus comes for the challenge though and he will win that one. Extremity Black tie it back up again. 2-2. That was a good round starter for Yapsy. Did eventually get the traded out though, but he gave them team the advantage in 4 versus 2 scenario, which made it a little bit difficult for Annex to deal with. 2 members down. Always a difficult ask, especially on an attacking round with bomb yet to go down. Shots definitely being fired, or Fulio's challenge. Yapsy gets that first blood, starting this round as he almost ended last round. Knows where the next is. He's going to find a second on a Fion, challenges it towards that bomb. He's going to put the bomb down as well. That's going to be an advantage. 4 versus 2. Yapsy's being shot at. Stays alive though. Gallus finds Ravs, and now we are 1 versus 4. A very difficult ask, and that will be finished off. A quick round for Extremity Black as they take control and they take the lead for the first time in this search and destroy here in Red Card. So this is the first time we've really seen Annex down, but it's not by much, that is for sure. Search and destroy can be like that, back and forward it goes until you find that outright winner. The hardpoint was on form. Search and destroy has not been too bad, but Storgy will be the team to get the first blood, so Extremity Black are leading the man in numbers. Gallus now gets shots on towards Folio, who tries to take the step back, but Ravs will find Storgy, so he gets that trade. Look at this wrap around here from Pryor. He's going to get the timing onto Folio. He does find 1. Annex still down a number though. Still down 1 yet to put that bomb down. Still looking for the other player, but Pryor's there and he finds the next one. There we go. It is all down to D-Trimmy. A 1 versus 3 bomb to go down. Rotations have to be made here, and nobody has spotted D-Trimmy yet. He's going to have to make a play. Gallus spots him on the cross. He's going to call that out. He's going to get lots of tags on. You can see the players starting to fall around him. Looking for an opportunity here to finish off that kill. It will not matter. Extremity Black. 2 rounds on a row to take a 2-round lead. Odds on Yaps to get more kills than S&D than Hardpoint potentially on the cards here, Wiz. As eventually it was Gallus to find that final blow. Extremity Black 2 more rounds away from the map win. It's not over yet here though for Annex. You've got Yaps currently on 7. 2 streak. You've got Gallus and Pryor on a 3 streaks. Good turnaround from the Extremity Black roster here. As they were pretty negative, they weren't finding the kills as much as Annex were, but as the rounds have got into play, they've managed to work it back in their favour. And another slow round, trying to find any indication of where these players are. Straight through the stadium we go. Waiting their time. Watching their angles, waiting for every peak, but you can see on the map as well, the mini-map, the Annex roster are starting to fold here towards the site as well. Fulio opens up with the first blood on towards Yapsy. Pryor finds 2 though. He's going to find a 3rd. Is he going to get the ace to win this round? He's in a 2v1 opportunity. It's him and Storzy. They've got the opportunity, and Pryor's got the chance for the ace on the cards. D-Trimmy, the last player left alive. D-Trimmy wins the gunfight. It would have been a different story, but sadly that's not to be the case. As now Extremity Black have got 1 round for map point. Give himself an opportunity here. Okay, a round to end it. Pryor ending with a 6 spray. They're on that defense for the win. Different change of plan here for Annex, though, as they have to find that opportunity now to bring flawless rounds from here on out. Lots of noise being made. First blood goes away of Ravs. Opportunity starts here. Yapsy though gets 1 traded back out by Fion. No, And your opportunity now as an RCXD is called. Gonna have to back off that bomb site, try to get the shots off. He manages it, but we're in a 2 versus 3 here for Extremity Black. Pryor picks off another, makes it 7 in a row. He's looking for a house or miss. He's close, he's going to make it 8. He does get stunned. Can he find the 9th member, the final member once again? He's shot in the back though. That's a 1v1. Ravs versus Gallus. Who wins this one? Gallus is sitting in the corner waiting patiently. It's not good for him as Annex will take the round. 2 more rounds needed to at least go to that tiebreaker, round 11. But Pryor definitely had a nice wee heat up spell in the middle of that map. Gallus deciding to not check any different angles, just keep peeking the same way. Doesn't work out for him. Needs to find a way better back for that. As now they have an attacking round to do it. We'll stay on board with Pryor though, because he seems to be the player looking to hit that double figures here in this search and destroy. 9 and 4 he goes so far. And he's going to take the lift. Slow it down a little bit. Where's that music that we need? Jump on board with Yapsy though. Carrying that bomb forward as they make their way forward. But Ravs does find Storzy. Pryor does find Ravs as the trade though. And that's in that perfect spot. Pryor makes that 10 kills. Shots coming towards Gallus though from Extremity. He's in that top window. Waiting patiently. The bomb goes down. Extremity trying to take the shots to Gallus. But nothing happening yet. Bomb is down. 3 versus 3. Extremity gets information onto Pryor. But Pryor wins that gunfight as well. Should not be allowed there from that position. But now he's looking for him in the back. 18 seconds to do this. He's in the back and it's Fulio. Will make it evens here on life. He'll be traded straight out though and it's a 2 versus 1. Theon with all to play. Round map baby done. Finds one. Not enough time here for the bomb defusal. It doesn't matter. Either way they lose the round. That is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Extremity Black win by default with that bomb just exploding right there, right then. Extremity Black win the map. A strong win for that Extremity Black roster. They're looking to absolutely deal a blow and bring themselves back in the series. There we go. We get to that series board, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have Extremity Black on the scorecard, and it's 6 rounds to 3. Solid one for them, bringing themselves back to 1-1 in this series. And it's just looking good. It's going to be a good series. We're going to see a search and destroy. Well, we're going to see a hardpoint as a hardpoint skyline, which is phenomenal. Can't lie, it is just a bang out map. See if they're keeping size before we go into map number 2. But total score is 1-1. Now we're going to the control. We go into Hacienda. And it's going to be Extremity Black. 1-1. We'll get that scoreline on the doors. So you can see it just above. As they will be looking for the first attack. Stargy going towards that mid-map secret route. As the rest of the players go down towards the fences. Doesn't work out for them as 4 fall straight away. The pressure on for them is now Annex are going to start pushing up towards the spawn inside. Knowing exactly where they are. Get some tags on. Fionn tries to deal some damage up, but Prior's the one to slide on through. Yapsy finding another free dead in the feed is exactly what Extremity Black needed. It's expecting a player to come challenging from behind, and it does happen that way. Now they get some control here for Extremity Black. Knowing where the players are going to be spawning. Reads it well here is Gallus, knowing that they're going to come up through offices and out through that back boathouse spawn. Still no ticks of progression being made, looking for kills early on, making sure they could support this. Nobody challenging Gallus up top yet. There you go, now they are. One traded, back and forward it goes. Defense looking strong though, and they never got any ticks of progression for the 4 dead. And that is not the way you want to play this game. Remember, ticks mean the chance to be on that defense if it goes the distance. It also means you got the chance to win the round. 17 seconds left, and there's been very little done so far in this first round. Very little plays made to find any chance of securing any zones. That being said, they've moved over towards that B site. Starzy in between the fences, having to deal with one. Finds one there, and now the challenge is definitely going to come in to get 1 tick of progression made. Almost. I think that's 1 tick, but he's finished off. Can't be dealt with now. And it's only 1 tick of progression here on the attackers. It's not the round you want if you're Extremity Black. Need to do better. Definitely need to do better. Annex though on respawns was phenomenal on hardpoint. I'm expecting them to be even better here on this control. They did find the first 4 dead early on, which made it difficult for Extremity Black to push out. But as it stands, a solid defense, only losing 1 tick. Now you're going to want Extremity Black to do the same, if not better. 0 ticks of progression will be what they need. Filio on a 4 streak. We'll jump on board with him though, as he's going to be that player to make that rotation up through. Secret. Maybe find that first blood opportunity. Spots Yapsy, trades it, traded out there back and forward. As Yapsy finds 2 in the feed. Yapsy still up on top. Secret though, and Rav spotted it. Nade's going to go, he's going to back him down towards that nade. Spots Prior on that bounce down as well. Doesn't win the gunfight though. Prior is there and clears the deal. Only for a second though as Fionn finds 1. Gallus gets that trade onto him as well. But they're still pushing towards B for that early tick progression here in this attack and run. Gallus though finds the other and now knows there's another player over towards B. That progression is going to be made in a second unless the contest is in, which it is, and Stormzy is doing the work to keep clear that zone for now. Big challenge here from Fionn, found by Gallus, makes it 3 in a row. Knows that Ravs is peeking the boxes. Doesn't matter, Ravs wins that one. And now he's got a chance to go on towards B again, but no ticks of progression even near close to being secured, but they're going to hop onto both zones. Opportunity now as they pushed on through. Players back at that spawn. Who wins that gunfight? Trimmy does find it, goes for the beat down there. Prior finds his teammate with that nade, and that's unfortunate for them, but they have managed to wipe the zone for now. Extremity Black holding in the defense, and it is pretty even on lives. Defense is just looking too good for now here over on Hacienda. 28 seconds left to do it. Fulu can't win that gunfight, and all the members are coming around the same area, and Yapsy's trying to deal with every single one of them. He's found 3 in a row. Look at that, he wipes the score sheet. All 4 are dead. Solid defense once again, and he's going to make that streak bigger and bigger as he finds his 5th in a row. Yapsy shutting players down for now. They managed to stop it with 3.2 seconds on the time. Ravs is going to be the 6th kill to that gun of Yapsy, and that will be the round. Pretty sure no ticks of progression were made there. And Extremity Black will win that defensive round, and I think they're in the lead by 1 in terms of ticks, but this is the Yapsy little spray that we just seen. So, Yapsy and Storzy both in double figures already. The only players in the 8 to manage to do so. Have an attacking round, and Yapsy's got a 6th streak, looking to build towards the streak, towards that Hellstorm potential. We'll want to get as much points as possible. Ravs and Philo will find the first 2 kills. Top secret challenge comes in. Yapsy gets 1 snap on, doesn't find the second. And now they're rotating around that rock side. Only 1 more player over towards fences. Pryor pushes too far. Ravs finds that kill. Now, on board with Ravs as he looks to find these players that were making the rotation run. Gallus wins the fight though. Spots another up top. Between these fences, the trophy system doing its job. 3 dead in the feed. Sadly, not enough players there, but they've still got players and members around. Second ticket progression being made. As Extremity Black are looking to win these gunfights. Yapsy once again keeping it going. He's on a 4 streak once again. And he potentially might even capture this zone. All alone. Challenge is coming in. He gets some tags onto Fulio. Doesn't find the final kill. Challenge comes in from Fulio. We'll wipe him off. That'll stop that time for now. It was almost secured. The extra minute they would have been done. As they're ringing a rosies round the fence as we go. Let's jump on board with Gallus though, as he's making his rotation round open. Extremity does find Pryor. Life's advantage in favour of Annex for now. But Yapsy will make it even. Pretty even going into it, but this works in the defensive side's favour. As they can't find any momentum here. Fulio will fall, 3 dead in the feed once again. Gallus still trying to fight from the back. Finds 1, finds 2. Nice wee snap on. Can he find a 3rd? The answer to that is no. Fulio finishes him off. And that will be the final 9 seconds ticked for, unless Yapsy can make his way to the zone and stay alive. Does manage to get to it. Everybody challenging towards A to get onto it, but 4 dead in the feed. That's going to be the round. Once again, Annex take the round on defense. 2 ticks of progression this time though. Extremity Black with the advantage in ticks. I feel Lilo had a great round there. He's turned it around and put it to 18 to 12. 4 streak building. Pryor though, who had a great round last time, needs to find something here. His S&D run was great. His respawn not so great just now. He's almost double neg. Good challenges coming in here. You can see how much pressure they're putting on here if you're Annex. Pushing up through the kills, pushing up through the spawns, looking for these ticks progression. 3 players hop the zone. That's going to go up in rapid time. Nobody challenging here from Extremity Black. Don't want to be doing this for too long, as that'll be an extra minute secured. Full 2 minutes to find any more. The reload's going to get him, unfortunate, but that's a full minute and Fulio's 5 spree's ended. Plenty of time to play this. Don't have to rush it here. 2 more kills go the way. Make that 3 kills. Hop the zone. A now. Sticks being made. Shots are in the back here. This is going to be Storzy making it, but 3 players are on the zone. And now you're going to be in a struggle bus if you are Extremity Black. Needing to find all these kills off the zone. The second tick of progression is done. We're almost at 3. Could be the round for Annex. A strong attacking round, but all 3 are wiped. Push back in their spawn. And now going to have to try and see what they could do from here. Pushing back from depth, but the full 1 minute 40 seconds still to do it with the man advantage. As the trades come back and forward. Still looking good. If you're Extremity Black, you've still got the chance to hold this defense. You will be down on ticks. You will not be getting that defensive round. It will be the attacking round for yourself, and Annex have looked great on that defensive round, but they are looking to secure this right here, right now. Ravs though can't find that gunfight, can't find the wins now. So close to finishing off that ticks. Hops off that zone. That is clever play. Spots Yapsy, but he's still lying inside that zone, making sure that that is cleared completely. Full 1 minute left to play. It's 13 versus 13. Whose unlucky number is that? Extremity Blacks. It isn't yet anyway, that's for sure. As the trades do come back and forward. Looking for more opportunities. Peon will fight for his life. He's 66 HP. Hop in that zone. Gonna get some people to kind of bait him towards it. He's not getting any of that tick yet. And he will now. Is that contest spot? This is so sneaky. 2 players though he'll be challenging. That's unfortunate for him, as that's not going to make them get any more progression. But this, they've guaranteed their self-defense no matter what. It's going to be a massive round from Extremity to try and turn it around, as they've not had a great attacking round yet. Annex still looking to try and see if they can finish it off on this, but they're down to 5 members. But at least you've got a couple of players killed. That's going to be the opportunity. Fulio, trophy system's there. Stun comes out. Yapsy challenges it. Nobody's there. One more member of Ravs is going to be the final opportunity, but Extremity finds one. Can't snap on the Yapsy. The last member alive from Annex is going to be Fion. He's going to be able to hop the zone. Challenge is going to have to come in. If he wins that gunfight, that could have been the win. But Extremity Black are shooting bodies on that final member, but they will be on the attack for this final round. And if I'm saying this the way it is, Annex on the respawns are just looking a little bit better, but he actually got unfortunate there, killing his teammate, but snapping onto a few players recently. Just knows his areas and his positioning. Every single time, Yapsy turning and coming big. Annex with the defense though, we'll give them the props. Yapsy went on an 8 spree, 26 and 12. Solid turnaround. We're sitting on board with Yapsy for a moment to see how good that gunny is, because he has been snapping and getting a good couple of kills, and he's going to be able to get some damage in. Doesn't get the kills there though, but knows where the players are going to be. Challenge comes in. Pryor wins that one. It's Fulio Ravs finding a couple of kills. Annex once again pushing up in that spawn. Extremity, one of the few players that we don't see enough of, but he is doing so well in that kill feed. Not bored with him for much, but play dead in the feed. Push up for that spawn trap. Opportunity is here. There you go. Extremity gets the trade. Ravs is on a 5 spree as well. Oh, he's just as we jump on board the caster curse as it is, but they're still pushing him back. They're trying to find him more kills on the outskirts inside Lambo. Starsy will be the next to fall to him as well. The push is coming. They're having to go through the fence side. Going to try and find some shots in the back. That's the opportunity though. Fulio though will find Gallus. Spots Yapsy. Snaps onto him as well. 2 in a row. That's going to be the secure 29 seconds. Pretty much this is it done. Ravs is going to be the next person to come into contact with a gunfight for sure. As you do hear some streaks coming in from Yapsy. Unfortunately only finds one. Doesn't find him some map control. 30 seconds still goes. Folio finishes off Yapsy. Surely he's going to turn and shoot some bodies if he finds any more kills. There he goes. Finds Starsy. Wins that gunfight. Shoots the bodies, but the time is stopped over towards B for just a second. Ravs shooting bodies. Everybody on Annex now shooting the bodies. They know well and truly they have finished this off. Nothing that the team of Extremity Black can do. They will lose that round relatively straightforward here. Look at that performance there though. Fulio 32 kills, 12 assists, 28 non-traded kills. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what we have on our hands is a match and a half. So far it is back and forward, and Annex are leading the way going into that hard point. It's going to be a nice, interesting hard point, because they were so strong in their first hard point. I'm assuming their hard point and their second one could potentially be the same. 3-2 win though in the control. It did go down the wire, but there we go on that maps and modes. You can see exactly what's happening here as we go to a hard point on Skyline to potentially finish the series here for Annex Esports. we will be joining the new lobby. And it'll be Annex, I assume. Taking the attacking side. We're already here in this session of the Annex roster. As we get into the matchup, here we go. We're going to be on board with Ravs. We're going to see who's going to be getting these first bloods. The Gallus nade, the prior nade comes in. Where to go on at that time? Starzy now trying to be the one-man band, trying to keep the control inside this hardpoint with the spawns being flipped out once again here. It's kind of back and forward in that kill feed. Not seeing any overall gameplays. We jump over Dallas, looking to go on the outskirts through that whole side to no avail. Towards top arc control. Very solid position to be in, especially in his P3-4 rotations. So it'll be all that player in rotation in the back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are counting down the chance here for Annex Anzu to come out on top here against Extremity Black here on that Skyline hardpoint. Are they going to be able to finish it off here? Are we going to go to a map number 5? Is the opportunity on? Landy, you absolute legend. Thank you for the raid, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hope you had a fantastic stream, mate. We're on board here with Annex versus Extremity. Annex are 2-1 up in the series. And they're in control of the hardpoint here. And their control hardpoint last time around on Vault was an absolute whitewash. It was far too good. Far too good here. Now Filio finds 2 in a row. A solid start from Anzu once again. They're looking to get that secure points here over towards P2. Detrimi's already there. He's trying to hold that back spawns. Really, you want to push out towards that putting range, but you don't have to do it if you manage to get it now. You see your player spawning beside you. Now there's 2 versus 2 up top here inside P2. Trimmy does get the headshot shot off there, and Gallus will be the next to fall. There we go. Yapsy makes it 2 in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are starting this one just as we started Vault Hardpoint. Solid start from that team of Annex. As Fion finds another kill inside the hardpoint. 2 players will challenge him though. Filio from up top tries to challenge, but nothing coming out from it. Extremity Black get the spawn, get the control of the hardpoint for now. And now it's Yapsy, the player that's been turning off and making things big here for his side. Looking to find an opportunity back in. Nade comes in from Extremity to wipe him out eventually. Starzy. Extremity comes up through the elevator, turns on his teammate though, thankfully. Doesn't kill him. That would have stopped things in their push to start with. But the kills go their way. Extremity in the back there. Interesting position to be in. He's going to get some shots in the back towards Pryor though. And that's exactly what they need here to try and hold off the players from mid-map. 51 to 33 we go after our first 2 hard points. Detrimi's looking for the player in the back. Pryor's there. He wins that gunfight. Now charges towards mid. Their fights are going their way. Fion's coming on the rotation on the outskirts. Does manage to find that, but Detrimi gets the headshots on towards Gallus and they'll start pushing through towards Kitchen and we'll have the party here right now. They've also got that spawns flipped on their side as well, and that's exactly the wee push that you need if you're Annex. Anzu, they're looking strong forward in the feed. They're looking even stronger as they look to continue their sprees. Back and forward it goes, though it's traded in the kills, but at least Detrimi is there doing his work in the back. 69 to 46 as the time keeps mounting. So we just jump on board, but it's unfortunate that doesn't work out for him. Fion knows where the player is. Pryor trying to hold that spawns, trying to keep the possession and chance for them as they do get one. Fion though sends a pre-nade, expecting players around the back. They've got inside the time. Extremity are inside, but where are they contesting? Nowhere to be seen for now. Middle of the map we go. Kill's not going in favour, but Fion's staying behind this bathtub, keeping it going as the defence of this hardpoint has been relatively straightforward from him. Let's jump on board with Fulio instead, as he's going to get caught timing at his peak. On towards Gallus, he comes challenging in, finds one, turns on and finds a second. Fulio knows where the third is, adds the third. Ladies and gentlemen, he's wiped practically the whole team. Is he going to do it? No, he doesn't find the whole team. But a great little spree there to make sure all that time goes their way. 13 more seconds of scrap time. We'll be heading back towards P1 in just a few more seconds. But it's looking good. Once again from Annex. Definitely looking the more drilled squad, especially when it comes to these respawns. They have been well and truly at top form. Trimmy finds one. Ravs tries to challenge it, but Pryor will wipe out both. Capsy took the elevator down. Gets the kill, gets the win. Some good time here though, going the way of Extremity Black, and they got 100 point club last time out. I don't see that happening here. That is not for sure, but you could just never write off Annex as he started to push himself back inside and into control. Got that 2 kills that they needed to push them back through and get that P2 spawns, but only for a matter of time as they trim in now. Has to make himself towards P2. We've got 14 seconds still to play it, but the spawns flipped out for now. Nobody on the zone, no time being mounted, but P2 in control of Extremity Black. This is just about to pop. Last bit of scrap time, 1 more seconds there. Gallus though gets caught trying to throw a nade. Fiona will find him. Knows there's a second player challenging towards Platt. Back and forward it goes though. In the favour of Annex though. Yapsy challenging through that lift once again. Hasn't managed to win that. But it's still Annex in control of the hardpoint. Yapsy's trying to do some work. The teammates will find him. Fulio once again on a 4 spree. Looking hot. Is going to add his 5th. Did somebody stop him? He's going to hit 20. Is he going to do it before Detrimi, his teammate? Chances are it was going to be likely there, but Yapsy keeps himself alive. Playing his life for now. Fulio still trying to challenge it. Looks like Detrimi might be the first one to get there if this is the way it goes, but somehow it's all evaded him. The 20 bomb is there. 6 kills in a row. Fulio looking good. 100 point club still on the chance here. All about these next set of hills. There you go. Fion finds another. Gallus trades the out. In control though, as Fulio is still inside the zone. Gallus has to challenge it, has to pull the pistol out, runs out of bullets, gets a reload in the spawn flip. If you're Annex though. Told you, this map is an absolute bang out. I'm sure this is the one that can lose your voice. You don't know who to stay on board with because everybody will fall. Gallus will get a team nade as well. In the meantime, Ravs though, nice. Finds one. Knows there's a second there. Challenge comes in. Tries to get the pistol shots on towards Gallus. Extremity Black at least not getting 100 point clubbed here by the looks of it. 2 more seconds is all they need to make sure that that is not happening here on Skyline. But they're already 100 points down. And it's looking very difficult. if you're Extremity Black. 100 point club still on the hands. It would need perfect hard point from here on out once again to bring this comeback. Last bit of time going there. Away Fulio inside. Finds one. Pryor will trade him out. Now the only player you've got left in the back is Ravs. He can't win that gunfight. Extremity Black are going to get on the time surely. Hop the zone. Get inside there. Make sure you get that trophy system out of the way to keep yourself alive. So you know, nade yourself. There's nothing worse. Yapsy though not being chowed inside the zone. Throws it out. Ravs wins it. Some good picks here. 3 dead. Make that 4 dead. They do get past the 100 point mark if you're Extremity Black, but Ravs comes flying out at TU. Doesn't matter what gun he's got in his hand. He's going to add another as well. 2 in a row for Ravs. They're both over 20. Every single one of the members of Annex are over 20 kills. Beyond's making it even more as he hits his 23rd. 1 minute and 26 seconds on the time as well. 16 more seconds here. He's still not going to win it here. We're going back towards P1 guaranteed. But Extremity in the middle of the map, ready for P1. Does get 1 win on that gunfight though. Yapsy will get the trade. He'll find a second. Pryor and Extremity having to find some kills back and forward as well. Where is the chances coming in? Where is the opportunity coming in? If you're Yapsy, he has to stay on this time if he can. Sadly, he can't. All 4 members are dead. Gallus gets a kill with a nade, but it's too far away. There is very little time to play for this. In and around, Fion's going to get shots in the back towards Pryor, and it is looking good now. But Extremity managed to make the break with 7 seconds left for the win for Annex. It's well and truly done unless Extremity can just tie everything together now. Don't look like it's going to happen. Just need a couple more good kills. They don't have to do too much. They don't have to fight for this time. But they can just get it here. As long as they win these gunfights. Ravs will shoot 1 out. That's going to be it. 4 dead. 3 more seconds. 2 more seconds. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls. The game is over. Annex Anzu will take the win. They'll take this quite convincingly here. A solid form. Once again. Filio and Ravs. Phenomenal performances. Almost hitting that 30 bomb. Wasn't to be there, but the round going their way. And that means that the game is well and truly wrapped up right here. A 250 to 133 we go for Annex. And that will be the series. Well done to the Annex roster. Extremity Black found a good win in the S&D. Sadly, the respawns need to be a little bit worked upon, especially these hard points. A 250 to 86 was an outright rout. 250 to 133 wasn't too far off. We will just have to say that it was a phenomenal performance from the team. ladies and gentlemen, as it went the way of Annex. Solid team, looked really good in the respawns. Not as good in the rest of the day. Extremity Black winning that quite well. It was a good start though for Annex, but they just couldn't finish it out. Extremity Black looked stronger near the end. Sadly, the respawn, especially their hard points, need to be worked upon a little bit. Maybe it's early rotations not working in their favour, just not getting the same amount of kills and the slays that they need. But GG to both teams. Really do appreciate you the chance to have that cast. Thank you for the raid here as well from Blendy. Guys, if you hit that follow button, if you haven't hit that follow button, please do so. Support the channel. Oh, it does well. Remember, you can catch your VODs back again over on Twitch. You can watch them on YouTube. You can watch them on Kick, wherever you're watching, wherever your socials are. It is Mark of G Casts on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So do hit us up there. You'll get lots of the information over there as well. D-Trimmy, thank you for the follow as well. Really do appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the cast. Look it back, watch it, look some of these good kills, some of these good sprays, and look at what you did well and maybe what you didn't do so well. But I really do appreciate you tuning in. Really do appreciate every single one of you. And we will catch you on our next cast, whenever that may be. Potentially, we're looking Tuesday, Wednesday, I think, is the next opportunity to catch us live again. For potentially another cast, maybe 2 casts, depending if we get a couple of matches in a row. We'll wait and see. But for now, that is the end. And thank you for tuning in. Yo, Agent Guava, thank you for the raid, buddy. Appreciate it. I hope you had a fantastic cast, mate. I'm sorry, but we have just finished ours as well with Annex coming out on top. 3 rounds to 1. V6, thank you for the follow. I'll come and say hi. Appreciate you, Agent. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good cast, good stream. How did your games go? Ours was, as you see below, Annex 3, Extremity Black 1. Wasn't the best respawns for them. They were pretty convincing. Let's see the series board as well, just so you can see, because this is what you missed out on if you weren't here for the match. A relatively straightforward win, and it's a relatively straightforward series. Ah, yeah. A banger. Nice, nice. I like a good banger, mate. I like a good banger. That's what it's all about, mate. Big bangers, but yeah. Annex are taken to this in 50 seconds of the win. It's going to be exceptional from Extremity Black to try and find that comeback. But they still have good control. But yeah, I appreciate you. I hope you had a good one.